My second job ever was delivering Chinese food at a local corner Chinese place in 2008. It was one of my best paying jobs to date, mainly because of how fast paced the place was and how many deliveries, aka tips, I would make. It was a busy Thursday night, a half hour before closing time. We had 3 delivery guys working, myself included. My boss was always a hard ass as usual. He told me to make the delivery and be back quickly. The address led to a town 5 miles away though. So I knew this would be a longer trip, but the longer ones always had the better tips. I still remember the order. It was just an order of wonton soup and rice. It was a 15-minute drive. I pulled up to the house, and it was not exactly the most appealing area of town. I stepped out of the car with a small brown bag of food, and before I stepped up the curb from the street, I stopped and looked up at the upstairs window of the house I was delivering to. There was half of someone's face peeking at me, and by half, I mean, I could just see someone's eyes on the top of their nose as if they were trying to hide. I didn't know what to think. Didn't look like some kid. It looked like a grown man. All I could do was continue walking to the door. I found a note on the door saying, "Doorbell, broken asleep. Door unlocked, money on table. Please come inside and leave food on table." The note was so bizarre I had to take a picture of it. You know how they say red flags can go off in your head in a split second? Well, that's exactly what I was feeling. I stepped back a few feet to look up at the window again. The person wasn't at the window anymore. I knew they were in a sleep, so why would they leave a note like this? I tried to rationalize, maybe it's a really socially awkward person who prefers not to engage with a delivery person. I slowly turned the knob and, yes, the door was unlocked. There was no light at all in there. I couldn't distinguish where the table was that the money was allegedly sitting on. I tried going left, found myself and what I assumed was the kitchen, because I could hear a fridge near me. Like I said, it was dark as hell in there. I finally came up with the brilliant idea of using my phone as a light. I put the brightness up all the way, and that's when I saw the silhouette of a person in the corner of the kitchen. No features. Nothing, just the silhouette of someone at that moment. I dropped the bag of food on the floor and walked out the front door back to my car. I never looked back at that sketchy-ass house, nor did I ever go back to that sketchy-ass part of town. My boss was pissed even after I explained it to him. But that's just how he is. I did another delivery that night and went home and couldn't sleep all night thinking about what could have happened in that house had I actually gone up to that table.